Hello, and welcome back to Speak English Fluently.
Hi everyone! We are so happy you're here with us today. This channel helps you practice real English every day.
Please click that subscribe button and like this video.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Anna. Happy New Year, Adam!
It's finally here, isn't it?
Yeah, the big fresh start.
Feeling the pressure yet?
Honestly, a little bit.
Everyone's posting goals online.
True, it's a bit much.
Did you make a list?
Actually, no.
Really? That's interesting.
Tired of broken resolutions, maybe?
Exactly.
So, what's your vibe?
Small, simple changes only.
Oh, I like that.
Let's dive into it.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Anna, why do we always pick such huge goals?
Because we want to change everything very fast.
Yeah, but that usually fails by next month.
Exactly. We dream big but forget the steps.
So big dreams are actually the problem.
Maybe they are just too heavy to carry.
I felt that way about the gym before.
Did you try to go every single day?
Yes, I quit after only 1 week.
That is the classic New Year mistake.
What should we do instead of those goals?
We need to focus on very tiny actions.
Like doing just 5 push-ups every single morning?
Yes, that is much easier to keep doing.
But does 5 push-ups really change your body?
It changes your mind first, and that matters.
Oh, I see. It builds the habit first.
Exactly. The results will come much later on.
Wow, I'd never thought about it that way.
We focus on the finish line too much.
True, we forget about the daily walk instead.
How do you feel about starting small now?
It feels much less scary than before, Anna.
That is the whole point of this talk.
Okay, so no more huge, impossible life lists?
Maybe just 1 or 2 small things, Adam.
I think I can handle that today.
Good, because we have a long way ahead.
Do you have a small habit in mind?
I want to drink more water every morning.
That sounds like a very solid plan, Anna.
It is simple, but I always forget it.
Me too. I always go for coffee.
Maybe we should keep the water right there.
Right on the nightstand near the bed?
Yes, so you see it first thing, Adam.
That is a smart way to start, truly.
We need to make it very easy, right?
Absolutely. If it's hard, we'll quit.
Why do we love making things so hard?
I think we like the drama of struggle.
Maybe you're right about that, Adam.
Let's keep it simple and see what happens.
I am excited to see our progress soon.
Me too. This year feels different already, Anna.
It feels real because we are being honest.
Exactly. Honesty is the best way to start.
So, Adam, how is your sleep schedule lately?
Honestly, it has been a total mess, Anna.
Are you staying up late scrolling on TikTok?
Yeah, it is a very hard habit to break.
I struggled with that for a long time.
What did you do to fix your sleep?
I started leaving my phone in the kitchen.
Wait, you don't keep it in the bedroom?
No, and it changed my life for better.
Wow, that sounds like a very brave move.
It was hard for the first 3 nights.
Did you feel bored before you fell asleep?
Yes, but then I started reading real books.
I miss the feeling of real paper.
It helps the brain relax and get tired.
Blue light from phones is the real enemy.
Exactly. It tells your brain to stay awake.
I will try to move my charger today.
Try it for just 1 night and see.
Okay, what about food habits for this year?
I'm trying to cook at home more.
That is much healthier than ordering fast food.
It saves a lot of money as well, Adam.
True, eating out is getting very expensive now.
What is your favorite meal to cook lately?
I make a very simple chicken and rice.
Nice. That is a perfect meal for energy.
It only takes me 20 minutes to prepare.
That is the secret to a good routine.
Keeping the cooking process very fast and simple?
Yes, because long recipes are too much work.
I agree. I hate cleaning up many pots.
The dishes are the worst part, right?
Definitely. They make me want to quit cooking.
Maybe we can find one-pot recipes this year.
Oh, that would be a total game changer.
Let's share some good ideas next week, Adam.
I would really love to do that, Anna.
It's all about the small daily wins
Exactly, like eating one good meal a day.
and getting at least 7 hours of sleep.
That sounds like a very healthy life, Anna.
We just need to stick to the plan.
One day at a time, like we said.
Exactly. Let's not rush the process at all.
Slow and steady wins the race, they say.
True, and it's also much more fun.
Do you ever feel overwhelmed by social media?
Almost every single day lately, to be honest.
It feels like everyone is doing better than us.
That is just a filtered version of reality.
I know, but it still feels very heavy.
Maybe we need a digital detox this month.
What does a digital detox look like, Anna?
For me, it means no social media Sundays.
Wait, you stay off the apps all day?
Yes, and I feel so much more peaceful.
What do you do with all that time?
I go for walks or talk to friends.
I think I forgot how to be bored.
Boredom is actually very good for your brain.
Really? How can being bored be a good thing?
It makes you more creative and more relaxed.
I usually just grab my phone quickly.
Try to sit in silence for 10 minutes.
That sounds like a very long time, Anna.
That shows how much we are addicted.
You are right. It is a real addiction.
We need to reclaim our focus this year.
How can we protect our focus during work?
I use a simple timer for my tasks.
Is that the Pomodoro technique I heard about?
Yes, 25 minutes of deep, focused work.
Then you take a short 5-minute break?
Exactly. It keeps your energy very high, Adam.
I will download a timer app right now.
Wait! Don't look at your phone apps yet.
You caught me already. That was fast.
See? The habit is very strong in you.
I need to be more mindful of it.
We all do. It's a constant battle.
Let's try to set some screen time limits.
I set mine to 1 hour for Instagram.
What happens when you hit that 1 hour?
The app locks and I have to stop.
Does that actually work for you every day?
Most days it does, unless I get weak.
It is okay to be weak sometimes, right?
Of course, we're only human after all.
I feel better knowing I'm not alone.
We are all in this digital mess together.
Let's help each other stay off the apps.
I'll text you if I see you.
Wait, that means you're on the app.
You're right. Let's just call instead.
Okay, Anna.
Adam, have you ever heard of habit stacking?
No, that sounds like a very strange term.
It means putting a new habit after old.
Can you give me a real-life example?
After I pour my coffee, I meditate.
Oh, so the coffee is the daily trigger.
Exactly. You don't have to remember it then.
That is actually a very brilliant idea, Anna.
What is one thing you do every day?
I always brush my teeth twice a day.
Could you do something right after that, Adam?
I could do my stretching right after that.
Perfect. Now the two habits are stuck together.
This makes it much harder to forget, right?
Yes, because the first habit is already automatic.
I love how simple these tricks are, Anna.
Small changes lead to the biggest results, remember?
I'm starting to believe that is very true.
Consistency is more important than the actual intensity.
So 5 minutes every day beats 2 hours?
Yes, if you do it for a year.
I always tried to do too much at once.
That is why most people quit in February.
How do we keep going when we're tired?
We need to have a very strong why.
My why is to have more energy daily.
That is a great reason to keep moving.
What is your why for this new year?
I want to feel more calm and focused.
Calmness is a very beautiful goal to have.
It helps me be a better person, Adam.
I can see that in you already, honestly.
Thank you. I am trying my best here.
We should celebrate our wins more often, too.
I agree. Even the very tiny little wins.
Like finishing a book or drinking more water?
Yes, reward yourself for those small daily things.
Maybe a nice walk is a good reward.
Or a hot bath at the day's end.
That sounds like a very perfect reward, Anna.
It makes the habit feel like a gift.
Not a chore that we have to do.
Exactly. We want to enjoy our lives, right?
Life is too short to be miserable, surely.
Let's make our habits feel like small joys.
I am totally on board with that idea.
Let's keep stacking those happy little habits, Adam.
Anna, let's talk about our homes and habits.
Our environment shapes how we act every day.
If I see cookies, I will eat them.
Me too. I have no self-control there.
So the secret is to hide the cookies?
Or just don't buy them at the store.
But they look so good on the shelf.
Try to shop only when you are full.
Oh, that is a very smart shopping tip.
It stops you from buying all the junk.
What about making good habits very easy, Anna?
I put my gym clothes on the chair.
Do you do that the night before work?
Yes, so I see them when I wake.
That removes the friction of getting started, right?
Exactly. The decision is already made for me.
I should put my book on my pillow.
That is a great way to read more.
I will see it before I go sleep.
It is much better than reaching for phone.
Our rooms can be our best friends now.
Or our worst enemies if they are messy.
True, a messy desk makes me feel stressed.
I cannot focus when things are everywhere, Adam.
Maybe a 10-minute clean is a new habit.
I do that every night before I sleep.
Does it help you wake up feeling better?
Yes, it feels like a fresh new start.
I need to try that tonight for sure.
Just set a timer for only 10 minutes.
It's amazing how much we can clean.
It makes the morning feel much more peaceful.
Peaceful mornings are the best kind of mornings.
They set the tone for the whole day.
I want to wake up without feeling rushed.
Then prepare everything the night before, Adam.
Like my lunch and my work bag, right?
Yes, and even your keys and your wallet.
I always spend 10 minutes looking for keys.
What a waste of your precious energy.
I will designate a bowl for my keys.
That is a perfect example of environment design.
It's simple, but it saves so much time.
Life is about these tiny little clever fixes.
I am learning so much from you today.
We are learning this together, step by step.
My home will be a habit machine soon.
I love the sound of that, Adam. Do you like using apps to track things?
I used to, but I often forget them.
Maybe a paper calendar is better for you.
I like the feeling of crossing things out.
It gives a very satisfying hit of dopamine.
The X on the calendar is very powerful.
It shows you that you are making progress.
Don't break the chain, as they always say.
Exactly. That is the Jerry Seinfeld method, right?
Yes, he wrote a joke every single day.
And he never wanted to see a gap.
What happens if we miss just one day?
The rule is never miss 2 days, Adam.
Never miss twice? I really like that rule.
Missing once is an accident, twice is a habit.
That is a very deep and true thought.
It takes the pressure off being totally perfect.
We don't have to be perfect every day?
No, we just have to be mostly consistent.
That makes me feel so much better, Anna.
We are humans, not robots in a factory.
Sometimes I forget that part about myself.
We need to be kind to our own minds,
Kindness is a habit we should all have.
especially when we fail at our other goals.
What is the best reward for a month?
Maybe a nice dinner or a new shirt.
I think I will buy a new book.
That is a reward that keeps on giving.
I feel very motivated to start this year.
Me too, but let's stay very grounded, Adam.
One small step today, another one tomorrow, right?
Exactly. That is the only way to win.
I'm glad we had this talk today.
It helps me clarify my own thoughts too.
We should check in with each other weekly.
Yes, let's be each other's accountability partners, Adam.
That would make a very big difference, Anna.
I will call you every Sunday to chat.
I'm looking forward to our next talk.
It's going to be a great year.
I can feel it in my heart, Anna.
Let's make it happen, one day at a time.
Yes, let's do this together starting right now.
Well, that is all for our episode today.
We hope these tips help you this year.
If you enjoyed this, please like the video.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
We want to hear from you in comments.
What is one habit you are starting today?
Write it down so we can support you.
In the next episode, we will talk about New Year wishes, Anna.
Oh, I have so many things to share.
It is going to be a very exciting.
See you all in the next episode soon.
Happy New Year and stay very consistent, everyone.
Bye for now and take very good care.
Goodbye and see you all very, very soon.